Hey there, and welcome. So, you're putting the finishing touches on your web project, and now it's time for the testing phase. Well, you're in the right place. We're going to dive deep into functionality testing, and I'm going to show you how to sidestep a super common trap that costs so many students a ton of marks. Okay, let's get into it.
So let me just ask you this straight up. Are you, right now, about to make the single biggest mistake in your functionality testing? I'm not kidding. What we're about to cover could honestly be the difference between just scraping by and getting a top grade.
First up, let's just rip the Band-Aid off and tackle that number one mistake head on. Getting this right is, without a doubt, the most critical first step to locking in those top marks. And here it is. This is the big one. You absolutely, positively do not create one single massive test table for your entire website. Look, if you've already done this, don't panic. It's an easy fix, but you have to fix it. It's that important.
So, what's the golden rule? It's simple. One test table for every single page. That means if you have a home page, you need a test table for it. A gallery page, that gets its own test table too. Quiz page, contact page, you get the idea. That's 4 pages, so you need 4 separate individual test tables. This is where so many marks get lost, and it's just such an easy thing to get right.
All right, let's move on because this builds into the next huge idea. It's not just about blindly following a rule, it's about totally shifting your mindset to understand what the examiners are really looking for. You know, this right here is a real aha moment. You probably think this whole exercise is about proving your website is perfect and totally finished, right? Nope, that's not it at all. What they're actually testing is whether you can think and act like a developer. Can you test things in a structured way? Can you prove how things work? And most importantly, can you find bugs, fix them, and then retest to prove you fixed them?
So, what should you actually be testing? The magic word here is functionality. We're not testing your design skills, okay? We're testing if things actually work. Does that button go to the right page? Do the images load properly? Does your quiz actually add up the score correctly? Basically, if a user can click it, watch it, or interact with it, it needs to be on your test table.
Okay, enough theory, let's get practical. We are now going to build the perfect test table piece by piece, column by column. Think of this as your blueprint for a top scoring submission.
This is it. This is the official format you have to use for every single one of your test tables. It's got 5 columns: test, pass/fail, comments, retest, and result. Simple enough, but let's break down exactly what needs to go in each one.
Now that first test column, this is where people get lazy and lose marks. Vague stuff like buttons work is going to get you nowhere. You have to be super precise, like you're a real developer writing a test script. So instead of check links, you write, test that the navigation bar links from the home page to the gallery page. See that detail? That's what they're looking for.
Next up, pass or fail. And listen, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Failures are good. Seriously. Be honest. If something doesn't work the first time, mark it as fail. Examiners want to see this. It proves you're doing real testing, not just going through the motions. A perfect sheet of nothing but passes actually looks a little suspicious.
Okay, listen up, because this comments column is honestly where the real marks are hiding. If a test passed, give a quick note on how you know it passed. But if it failed, oh, this is your time to shine. You need to describe exactly what went wrong. Don't just say it's broken. Say the button did not link to the correct page, it reloaded the home page instead. That's the money shot right there. And those last 2 columns, retest and result, you only fill these in if you had a failure. In the retest column, you explain what you did to fix the bug, something like fix the JavaScript error in the button function. Then in the result column, you confirm that your fix worked, and this time, hopefully, it's a pass.
So how many tests do you actually need? Well, a really good rule of thumb is to aim for a minimum of 8 to 12 detailed specific tests for each and every page. And hey, if a page is really complex, like it has a quiz or a game, you should probably aim for even more.
All right, let's tie all of this together now. Let's look at the full workflow, the whole process that takes you from finding a bug to getting full marks. This is what shows you're using real professional development practices.
This is the cycle examiners are dying to see. You build your page, you test it like you mean it, you find and record what's broken, you go in and fix the problems, and then, this is the crucial bit, you retest to prove that your fix actually worked. This whole loop is the heart and soul of professional web development.
And here it is, the whole beautiful process in a single row. I mean, just look at the detail here. The test is super specific, the failure is recorded honestly, no hiding it. The comment explains the exact technical reason it failed. The retest shows what was done to fix it, and the final result is a satisfying pass. That one row is a masterclass in full mark testing.
Let's just hammer this point home one last time. On the left, you see what gets low marks. Test navigation, pass. It's lazy, it's vague, it tells the examiner nothing. But on the right, that's the top mark student. They are crystal clear about what was tested, how it was tested, and they even add a comment to confirm the successful outcome. That's the whole game, right there in that one little box.
Okay, as we start to wrap this up, I want to give you a really simple, actionable checklist you can run through right before you submit your project.
Just ask yourself these 5 questions. 1. Do I have a separate test table for every single one of my pages? 2. Do I have at least 8 to 12 detailed tests on each table? 3. Was I brave enough to record some actual failures? 4. Do my retests clearly show how I fixed those failures? And 5. Are my test descriptions and my comments super precise? If you can say yes to all of those, you are in fantastic shape.
And I just want to leave you with this final thought because it is the single most important takeaway from this entire thing. You are not just testing if the website works. You are proving how you tested it. The process, the documentation, the proof. That's what gets you the marks. Now go get them.